Before leaving to study abroad, my mom would always say to me, "No te vas a ir a la vuelta de la esquina," meaning you're not going just around the block. The days leading up to my departure, I thought about this regularly because I was going to be in an environment I didn't know. I didn't have the safety and security I'd had at home, and the people closest to me were not a 2-hour car ride away. But still, I told myself I was familiar with the fear of living in a brand new country because I did that for the first time when I moved to the US at 6 years old. Except this time, I thought I was prepared. I was older and I had experienced living in a different country I wasn't familiar with, but I was wrong. There were different experiences and different environments. Being in a new place tested everything I thought I knew. I quickly realized it wasn't going to be as easy as I told myself. I had to learn how to be independent and self-determined in this new country. I had to integrate into a new community. I felt overwhelmed and I was scared to fail and not be able to adapt to a new environment. There was so much to learn and I felt like I couldn't keep up. I had to learn a whole new lifestyle but also integrate to it, which included to structure my life outside, not inside, to walk everywhere and not depend on a car, to practice tapas and siesta, not go to the store at 4 p.m. because it's closed because of siesta, to be patient when walking because unlike the US, Spain has a slow and relaxed lifestyle, to have shorter days and longer nights. My nerves and anxiety about integrating began to fade the moment I realized I had an amazing support system, Tori, Kathy, and Paola. The fear, hesitation, and failure was reduced around them. I admired their constant enthusiasm and charisma even when they did things wrong. They taught me to let things happen on their own and not take things too seriously. We learned to embrace our fails. The fear of not being able to integrate was diminished once I learned to accept the many mistakes. Making mistakes was the way to learn and to be able to adapt to this new environment. The many times I got lost and did the opposite of what I was supposed to do, I found myself feeling helpless. Adapting seemed difficult and almost impossible. I often thought I was never going to see this place as home because I felt like I was doing everything wrong. I was too caught up in my mistakes and frustration to realize that I was beginning to integrate, but also growing. Maybe it happened one day when the tour guide stopped approaching me because I was doing what the locals did, or maybe it was the day I stopped noticing I was no longer scared of not being able to feel at home. Once I found my own rhythm to my life abroad, adapting and integrating felt normal. It was mid-semester when things felt natural that I realized I had integrated and this place had become my home away from home. I was eating dinner after 8 p.m., having the cafe close to me remember my order, having the neighbors say buenas tardes when I walked by, and saying vale instead of okay without thinking. Seville gave me confidence and a better understanding of the world around me. Integrating into a new community wasn't as easy as I made myself believe, but the learning process made it all worthwhile.